Part A, Design Lesson Based on TPAC Framework. Our first task at the start of the lesson planning stage was to decide on a topic or theme for an integrated curriculum unit that combines different subject areas. These subjects are social studies, English language, art, and ICT. We brainstormed the possible topics and themes, as well as sharing ideas on how technology can be integrated into the teaching and learning activities. After considering several pros and cons, we agreed on 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, as a common theme for designing our individual lesson plans. However, the theme was later changed to a new title called The Environment to better suit the new learning objectives of our collaborative lesson plan. Using some ideas from the individual lesson plans shared on Google Docs, we came up with strategies for the collaborative lesson plan. The planning and development process was carried out mainly by a mix of online collaboration on Google Docs and face-to-face group discussions. Prior to setting the learning objectives, it was important for us to select which level of students to be taught, to find out their learning ability and prior knowledge. Other important factors to take into account were time, duration of lesson, the mentor's initial lesson plans, location, and accessibility to technological facilities at school and at home. Based on the TPAC framework, we started drafting the collaborative lesson plan by brainstorming the content, pedagogical, and technological knowledge relevant to the learning objectives. This means identifying the content of the lesson, suitable activities for the teaching and learning of the content, and suitable technological tools to aid the teaching and learning process. Our aim here was to design teaching and learning activities derived from meaningful interaction of the 3 main knowledge components of the TPAC framework. To further guide our thinking process in designing the instruction, we organized the content, activities, and technology using a matrix that categorizes the lesson components into different knowledge dimensions. For our lesson, we found that the components fall into 2 categories: declarative and strategic. The declarative part of the lesson involved students getting to know the structure and tone of magazine articles. They were also expected to gain some ideas on how to save the environment in school or at home. As for the strategic part, students worked in groups to create a magazine article on ways to save the environment. This activity required them to come up with appropriate and relevant content for the target audience, strategically apply important skills in English, such as elaboration, paragraph writing, article writing, and giving evaluations. At the end of the lesson, students also evaluated each other's work by commenting on content, structure, overall impression, and presentation of the magazine article.